What's up guys, Cypher with another Star Wars Old Republic gameplay. More Assassin. I know I've been doing a lot of Assassin lately. Just the only character I really need to min-max my gear. So you should start seeing some other classes pick up here soon after this guy's completely maxed out. Pretty good gameplay. Nothing crazy on the numbers end, but overall it was a really competitive game. And I like to show as many of these as I can. I mean, they're not perfect. I do die a lot, but it was definitely a back and forth struggle is why I decided to show it. Definitely getting the hang of my, basically I would call my out of stealth opener, as you saw on that guy, some really nice big hits. I really like to be in stealth, pop recklessness, get all my offensive abilities up, come out with a spike into a maul, into a shock, into a discharge, and then start getting my volcanic slashes out. Still have a little bit of work to do with my coming out of not being in stealth rotation. You'll see in this video I have a couple hiccups where a couple times I just meant to do something and I didn't do it. But definitely getting the out of stealth rotation a lot better and being able to spike people down really quick. So really just got to put together that a little bit cleaner out of stealth rotation. It's nothing that needs to be drastically overhauled, but just got to get more practice. Really getting the hang of putting my forts down before I engage. I still forget every once in a while, but it's like an extra vanish. You can definitely get out of some crazy situations by putting that port down and getting, basically teleporting away from line of sight. Definitely a back and forth match here. That's one thing that I've been noticing my knockback. I'm really trying to use it more if my interrupt's down on cooldown and they're not full resolve, trying to use it as interrupt. So you're able to, I guess, spike healers down a little bit faster if you can stop that second cast after you interrupt their first. Snipers, I've been doing pretty well versus snipers lately with this class. You'll see though, towards the middle of the video, I completely underestimate this guy and just get smoked. But overall, I've been doing pretty good against them. I feel that's one of the classes I kind of counter. That's why I kind of went into the situation that way. The one class that I've been struggling though, I don't know if you'll see it in this video, is basically Sork DPS and Sages. Man, it's just the knockback route and not being able to get out of it just really kills me. I'm going over to the west. A lot of these, I probably wouldn't do a lot of this stuff if I was doing rated war zones, but it is pugs, and I'm trying to relieve some of the pressure off the other bases, just trying to get something going our way. And this is what I was talking about, facing the sniper. I looked at my cooldowns, had some pretty good defensive cooldowns, so I thought I was going to be able to have a really good opener on this guy and kill him one-on-one. Completely underestimated the situation, did not get any procs, not any crits, nothing, and just got completely smoked here. If I had to redo this little one-on-one again, I would definitely not play it like this. I was expecting to get off some real burst on him, and just nothing happened, got nothing going for me there. But yeah, that was kind of, I've been doing so well against snipers, that situation kind of threw me off guard, like, whoa, why am I not, just slaughtering this guy? So it took a death there. At first I was like, man, this is not going to be a good gameplay, we're probably going to lose. And then I was like, I'll just hang in there for a little bit and keep trying, maybe our team will pull it together, and they eventually did. Normally you don't see this though a lot out of pug groups though, like once it starts going downhill it's normally over. Got a nice opener on that guy, did some decent damage, get bombarded here, and this is kind of one of those situations you're like, where did my team go? Like, I was looking around here, I was like, wait a second, I'm here by myself. Like, just a second ago there was 4 dudes here on my team and they just got obliterated, so did I. But yeah, I wish that, that's kind of one of those moments, you don't know what to do, it's just you're dead. There's nothing else to say. So definitely a few deaths in this gameplay, but definitely I can start to see some improvement with my assassin play. I'm still not where I want to be. Um, and you know, it's hard to judge, I guess, how well you're playing assassin other than your rotation, your ports, your stuns. Um, I think that's more important than the numbers at the end of the match. It's more of a kind of like strategic class than just pure raw damage. Um, so I'm definitely working on it. It's something definitely new to me because I haven't played this class in a long time. Never with this amount of gear either. Back in the day when I used to play it a lot. The rotation, of course, was different. Got a little revenge there, even though that guy was already dead. Nice little hit out of, got that guy out of stealth. Trying to get better, as you saw right there, kind of like a focus stun. I'm really enjoying that, like you're fighting somebody and they're full resolve and the guy next to you is killing you or something, you just low slash them, get them out of the fight for a little bit. That's one thing I really like about Assassin is just how much skill can actually go into the class. You can control the fight a little bit more. You don't have the easiest rotation ever. And I think it takes a little bit more skill to play than some of the other classes. I feel like you can change the battlefield a little bit more by focusing healers. Get a sap on that guy's trinket right there. But yeah, it just feels like you're in control of the battle a lot more than some of the other classes, and you can kind of use your skill to your advantage and kind of outplay people. And you don't feel that about a lot of classes in this game, that you can kind of outplay them depending on skill level. And that's something really unique about the class, because I kind of feel like, you know, not so much with Marauder, but some of the other classes, it's just a little cookie cutter and a little, I wouldn't say it requires no skill, but a little less than some of the other ones. I would definitely say Assassin's on the top, or you know, close to the top on the requirement for skill, which I've always enjoyed the challenge of playing classes like that. Tried to get that guy out of stealth, maybe into a sap, did not get it. Trying to get a little bit more strategic about my opens. Like I knew I wasn't really needed right there, so I was waiting for someone to either cap or them to really need me to reveal myself. It's pretty good damage on this range DPS. A lot of things that I'm starting to like to do, especially when fighting like Jugs and Jedi Knights, is when they start to ravage on you, stun them at the end of that ravage. That last ravage hit is ridiculously hard. I've been hit 8-9k for that thing. So if I see a ravage, I'm getting where I love to stun it about midway through, just so I don't get that massive hit at the end. Of course, trying to seethe up here, get some heals. Know I'm not needed. Clean up the middle here. This is a pretty long game. I mean, it was a 16-minute game, so it's definitely back and forth. Like I said at first, I didn't think we were going to win. Little one-on-one here. Trying not to sap this dude, just because it fills up so much resolve, and screwed up my opener there, as you can tell. Wanted to spike him and low slashed him. Still got the job done, just didn't get that really good maul because of that spike miss. I think that guy just really gave up. He saw that his health was just gone. Saw I had plenty of teammates over there. Did not want to leave center alone quite yet. Kind of trying to play the middle game here a little bit. Gonna try and cut this guy off, wasn't able to. Got him here at the last second before he was up on the node, but I would have liked to have cut off both of those guys. Didn't get the big hits I wanted on him this time though. Had a couple shield procs and a couple things like that. get some health back before I help one of the other nodes. But yeah, I think a lot of the issues I'm having will be smoothed out the more time I play, basically. Um, like I said, I haven't played Star Wars: The Old Republic in a long time, up until last month. It had been probably almost a year. So it definitely, you know, I like how I set up. You know, started out with the Marauder, getting back into the game. Now I've kind of moved over to the Assassin, gearing him up. But so, you know, it's definitely something new for me to be playing this class, and I think the longer I play it, the less little hiccups and stuff I'll start seeing in my gameplay. But basically a year off, and then haven't played this class probably, oh man, it's been a long time. It's probably been second month after launch. This guy right here, he had to have been under geared or had some PvE gear or something. Didn't have the expertise. Tried to go on a camp. I tried to go for a re-stealth right there. I didn't realize I wasn't going to get it, so I went straight into a stun. He trinketed the stun into a barrier. I'm going to go ahead and try and cap to make him cancel his barrier. I wish they would add some kind of shatter mechanic, kind of like WoW's Warrior shattering an ice block. At least one class that can do that. That'd be awesome. Definitely not Assassin though. I don't think Assassin need any more tools like that. I think Warrior, or maybe even an Operative or something along those lines would be a better, maybe even Sniper. I didn't even thought about the Sniper having some kind of shatter ability. Another really good set of openers on that guy. My gear is pretty basically done. I still need to min-max a little bit on a few pieces. So definitely starting to see better numbers. Should get a little bit more surge and a little bit more power. So that should help out. But for the majority, it's basically done. A 3-on-1 right here. I can do nothing really but to kind of buy some time. I wasn't even really planning on capping that base while I was over there. It was just kind of relieve the pressure so maybe we could get east or hold on to east, or, you know, it really didn't work out though. I guess I did get 3 of their teammates over there. At this point I was like, yeah, we came back, and you know, we're probably not going to win this. They've finally pulled it together. But sometimes you get a little surprise in these pug matches and your team actually wants it more.
Increase firepower now.
And go for a little ninja cap here. I'll definitely do like a min-max, or once I completely get my setup for Assassin, I'll definitely do a guide on it. It's kind of in the works though with all the other guides that I have put on hold. I have a couple things going on this week, so it'll be closer to next week when you'll see the Marauder min-max and a credit guide on how to make some good cash. A little hint though to that, Cybertech, and have a couple of tunes with scavenging required maps if you really need something now. But I'll go over that definitely in a better guide about how to make money with those different setups and min-max and Marauder. And then probably a week or 2, I would say, before I'm completely min-max on this character and ready to do a guide. I like to really go over the numbers and look at all the math and look at different people's opinions about the gear before I really, you know, put out a guide. I want it to be 100% certain that it's right. So it may take a little bit, and we'll probably be around the same time as the Arena blog comes out. I'll be posting, of course, a video with that information as soon as it comes out. Really loving that burst on the opener. It's just so sick. I really wish I could get some 9K, 10K mauls. I don't know if that's possible. I've hit it on 11K on some really under-geared people, but it'd be awesome to get that thing to a consistent 9K. I think at 8,700 was the biggest I got in this match. Maybe possible once I finish min-maxing. of last ditch effort to take South back to try to save their team. They did take the time to lay the portal, just in case I was the last man standing and they needed to pour it out of there. Buy some more time. Basically, that's all I was doing right here. I was kind of content on taking the death, so I knew if we held this, we won. Got a lot of CC though coming my way, trying to hold this node. Getting a last little shock on that guy breaking his cap. Took the death. They were about to take the node, but we pulled off the win. Like I said, not the most impressive, you know, numbers at the end. I think I did pretty decent. Of course, the assassin's never going to light up the scoreboard with be top damage or anything like that. Definitely need to work on that protection. I see that. 0. Definitely need to focus on getting out more taunts. But hope you guys enjoyed this assassin video, and I'll see you in the next one.